Prince Hisahito of Akishino is about to turn 18 and will soon be enrolling at the University of Tokyo. As the only heir to the emperor, his path seems to be smooth, entering Japan's top university, becoming the emperor, and reaching the pinnacle of life. However, the recent scandals that have increasingly come to light have cast uncertainty on this seemingly certain trajectory. The current emperor and Empress Mosoko have only one daughter, Princess Aiko. According to the rules, a woman cannot become emperor. Therefore, the current emperor's younger brother, Crown Prince Akishino, and his family made great efforts. Princess Aiko, despite being of advanced maternal age, endured pregnancy complications and underwent a caesarean section to give birth to the only male heir born into the Japanese imperial family in 56 years, Prince Hisahito. As the only family with a legitimate claim to the throne, Hisahito has become the center of attention, holding the hearts of his entire family. To pave the way for their only son, the Akishino family has spared no effort. They have tried to mold Hisahito into a prodigy from a young age, enrolling him in the best schools and paving the way for him to enter Japan's top university, the University of Tokyo. However, lies cannot deceive everyone forever. Japan's college entrance exams take place every April, and as a rising senior, most of Hisahito's peers are studying intensely. After all, the summer before senior year is considered the critical period for exams. However, Hisahito, who is destined to enter the University of Tokyo, is living a very leisurely life. He participated in various activities, attended the 48th National High School Comprehensive Cultural Festival held in Gifu City with his parents, watched performances, inspected local facilities, and met with important figures. Of course, as the future emperor, it's understandable that his life differs from that of an ordinary high school senior. However, it's noteworthy that this summer, he is also set to attend an authoritative academic conference, the 27th International Congress of Entomology, held from August 25th to 30th at the Kyoto International Conference Center. At the conference, Prince Hisahito's first paper, titled The Dragonfly Fauna of the Akasaka Imperial Estate Diverse Environments and Maintenance by Human Hands, will be presented. This paper was published in November of last year in the academic journal National Museum of Nature and Science Research Report A, Zoology. Hisahito is the first author, and the second author is Takuya Kiyoshi, Japan's leading expert on dragonflies and a researcher at the National Museum of Nature and Science. It's evident to anyone with discernment who the real author of this paper is. To this end, Takuya Kiyoshi explained, since the data collection work was carried out with Prince Hisahito as the main subject, it is only natural that he is the first author. However, why was the data collection done by Hisahito? One possible reason is that the Akasaka estate, which is the residence of Prince Hisahito, is a true imperial estate and is inaccessible to outsiders. As for why they would endure criticism from all over Japan to publish such a ghostwritten paper, it's because the University of Tokyo's recommendation entrance exam for 2025 has been tailored specifically for Hisahito. They have explicitly stated, the paper submitted by the applicant may be co-authored. While ordinary people would never have access to Japan's top scholars for co-authoring a paper, for the future emperor, this is just a minor matter. Only through such methods can Hisahito be admitted to the University of Tokyo. After all, his academic performance at the University of Tsukuba's senior high school has been astonishingly poor. This situation might need to be traced back to Hisahito's middle school years. Hisahito attended Okanamizu University Junior High School, which is coeducational in elementary and junior high but becomes a girls' school at the high school level. Coincidentally, when Hisahito entered junior high, the school had just established a partnership school admission system with the University of Tsukuba's senior high school, the most prestigious high school in Tokyo, known as a stepping stone to the University of Tokyo. Through this system, Hisahito was able to enter the University of Tsukuba's senior high school directly upon graduating from junior high. The University of Tsukuba's senior high school is a prestigious institution known for its extremely difficult written exams, with dozens of students gaining admission to the University of Tokyo each year. However, Hisahito, who entered through special channels, struggled significantly with his grades. According to an anonymous insider from the University of Tsukuba's senior high school, Prince Hisahito's grades are very special, to the point that school staff are quite troubled. With such performance, it's very difficult for him to keep up with the class, and I imagine he's having a hard time. The comment was quite diplomatic, but recently, Buns Hun exposed Hisahito's grades directly. Since Hisahito has been sleeping during class, it is not surprising that his midterm exam scores are at the bottom. In the midterm exams held in June, he was ranked last in his entire grade. In theory, the academic performance and rankings of students at the University of Tsukuba's senior high school are confidential. What began as a topic of discussion among faculty eventually spread among students and circulated throughout the entire school. After all, Hisahito's grades are extremely shocking. Most of his subjects are close to 0 points. Currently, this revelation has not been confirmed, but it has still caused a significant stir in Japan. Some people say, the students around him are all elites who have put in their utmost effort to study and pass the entrance exams on their own. Moreover, these individuals will certainly work extremely hard to enter a good university. How could someone who entered through special channels and does not put in any effort achieve good results? Now, Prince Hisahito's true level seems to have been exposed by both his classmates and the public. In addition, a petition against Prince Hisahito's alleged misuse of recommendations to enter the University of Tokyo has been initiated online by a scholar from the university, garnering support from 4,000 people in just over 2 days. Some have also raised doubts, suggesting that behind these scandals, forces are supporting Aiko as the next emperor. Supporters of Aiko have long hoped to push for a change in Japanese law to allow women to ascend the throne, enabling the emperor's only daughter to legitimately take the throne. This is not impossible. The law was discussed many times before Prince Hisahito's birth. Some Japanese media have analyzed that the competition between Prince Hisahito and Princess Aiko is now an open issue. Alongside the scandals involving Hisahito, there have also been reports about Princess Aiko, who has recently started working at the Japanese Red Cross, frequently arriving late to work. Some have commented, Empress Mosoko has had issues with adjusting to a day-night routine and has a habit of being late, so it seems that her daughter has inherited this trait. Additionally, it has been pointed out that Princess Aiko has fewer independent official duties compared to Princess Marco's workload shortly after graduation, with Aiko's duties being about 1/3 of Marco's at that time. A few days ago, a member of the Imperial Household Agency revealed that Princess Kiko instructed for Prince Hisahito to walk ahead of Princess Aiko at imperial events. The staff member stated, at the garden parties hosted by the emperor, imperial family members walk and converse with others. If Prince Hisahito attends, he is likely to be the third in line, following the emperor, empress, and the Akishino couple. Princess Kiko might want to show the public that he is walking ahead of Princess Aiko. Of course, the positioning at a single event might not signify much. However, if this becomes the norm and sets a precedent for future events, it could subtly influence people's perceptions over time.